an alpha male? What are we talking about here?
There are males, most men today,
Yeah.
male, they think and act like a woman. They are emotional. They are mentally off. They have no logic. And that's a beta male. They go along with
Hold
homosexuality,
on, but hold, whoa, Jesse, whoa, we got it. That's a lot.
LGBTQ.
That's a lot.
They
Hold on.
agree with everything that's wrong. Abortion, they think and act just like a woman. A beta male does. But
So,
a non beta male doesn't because he's a logical thinking. He guides you in the right way to go instead of going along with wrongdoing.
when you talk about,
I like to think that we're equal.
Are you the
He's a,
beta?
I am. No. I'm an alpha.
Not if you think you and your wife are equal.
Beta male.
Beta!
Oh, because I'll tell you why.
Beta!
And my stepmom thought I was getting an attitude, and she got really mad that I said that to her. And so not even like 2 minutes later, my dad called me. I
Beta!
told my dad. And,
Oh, poor daddy feelings hurt.
poor,
Beta!
and, did you think I'm a beta? Did you think I'm a beta? Did you think I'm a beta?
Manhood hour! What is a man? What is a man?
It's an adult human male.
Manhood. Hillary or President Trump?
I voted for Hillary Clinton.
Beta!
You have an interesting sense
I
of
love
humor.
this guy.
Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine.
I'm Gray Mars.
And I'm D White.
Today on the new party, we're going to examine what is a beta male. Jesse Peterson, they saying you gay. Are you a beta male?
Word.
Gray, I'm going to begin with you. Are you a beta male?
I feel like that term is like, overused. Like I was saying before, I heard an interesting concept that when you use the term alpha male, it depends on who you are and where you're at. So like you could be an alpha male if you like maybe know the most about sports and everything, but if you go to Comic-Con where all the anime guys are, then you're not be an alpha male, you don't know what's going on. So I think it depends on the environment. I think the term is like, you can't really say what it really means. What about you, D?
I agree and kind of disagree. I understand what you're saying. In certain areas, you are knowledgeable, but I don't think that just because you're knowledgeable about something makes you an alpha male. I think that if I'm at Comic-Con, even though if I might not know what's going on, I still be an alpha male, even if I'm there. And I don't think it changes where you're at. Maybe with the amount of people you're around, maybe I don't know. That's up for we can debate that both ways.
I think it's
Right.
how you carry yourself. I think if you're a man and you go into a room and you don't think in your mind, can I take this man on if I was to ever fight him? Ask yourself that question. If you don't ever have those thoughts, you're a beta male.
Okay, but what if you're an old man? You were boxing your whole life, but now you're an old man, you injured, and then does that take away that you were an alpha male because now you old and you
No,
can?
because he would have been thinking back in my day, would I have been able to take this sucker on? Yeah, I would have been taking him on.
Yeah, I agree with Nora. I think that because even in the wild, the alphas pass on. You're not the alpha. You can't be the alpha forever. It's just when you're at the top of your game. And I mean, I don't know. Like I had this conversation with a lot of my male friends because a girl seen a video on TikTok about that, and she called me and asked me, "Do guys really do that?" Yes, I
Yes.
think about killing everybody in the room when I walk in. I'm not gonna do it, but if
Right.
I had to, could I?
So do you feel like that now with like the movements that they're doing, like that's what that men are more controlled, and so like they try to keep men from having that masculinity now out in the
Yeah,
world?
yes, 100%. And I believe it started in jail. I don't know if you know about this, but they give male inmates, it's something in there, something in their juice to kind of lower the testosterone. Because you got a whole bunch of guys together. Fights happen, violence happen, and I think that they're doing that to the whole United States now, maybe the whole world. And I believe that the LGBT whole agenda and feminizing little boys and coining the phrase toxic masculinity, which is so absurd to me. I feel like all of this is to soften and weaken the male race, and I think they're doing a great job at it
Absolutely.
because They're doing a great job because scientists have reported that there's like a 40% drop in testosterone from our
Right.
fathers and us.
Right.
I
I
agree.
mean, I will say that the guy, like, I don't know with the younger generation, but me just looking around like at rappers, I know they're wearing purses and stuff now. They're a little bit more fluid. They go paint their nails.
Painted
Some,
fingernails.
yeah, some that wouldn't have happened like back in the day. I couldn't have seen, but I mean, they also wilding out. They also more aggressive with weapons and stuff. But I do feel like we watching the Nature Planet with the lions when they come and they come kill the big lion like he was the boss for a long time. Then they come and they take him out. So I mean, I do feel like instinctually men are just like that.
Well, let's watch a clip of someone that I believe could possibly be a beta male.
You have anxiety?
Yes, I do.
What causes anxiety for you?
Lots of things.
Like what, for an example?
Anything that doesn't agree with me, basically, or see things the way I do, and see the good in things. That I just think that society is lost and just a bunch of hateful bullies.
He's turning you into a woman.
I am not a woman, Jesse.
Yeah, you act like one because you're afraid. You're beta.
No, you're a beta.
No. You're a beta, Michael.
No,
Beta.
you are a beta.
Beta.
I am a normal man. You're a beta man.
No, you're not normal. I could think of many words to call you. Normal is not one.
I'm putting this on the bully list.
Listen, let me tell you, as a single female, I meet some dudes and I'm like, you're a beta male. We can't move forward. That is a beta male right now. Anyone that complains, anyone that talks about female problems, you're a beta male. I'm sorry if you don't like it. This is just the new age man, I feel. Gray, I mean, what do you think about that?
So you telling me the dude just complained? About if a dude just complains and talk about female problems, he's automatically a beta male?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, come on. I feel like that's a little bit too harsh. I feel like now guys now are dealing with something worse than what the guys before us were dealing with. Before, because now you got the women's rights movement, the Me Too movement, and honestly, a lot of guys afraid to throw rice at a wedding for the fear that they'll get an assault charge. Because now you do anything to a female that is deemed reprehensible. I mean, literally, I watch videos of guys in the gym just working out, and a girl being like, "Oh, he's watching me, he's watching me." So like, I can understand men being a lot more apprehensive with all the cameras, with everything going around social media. So I think some guys are just a little bit more scared because they don't want to get canceled or go to jail over something. So, and now we talk about mental health and therapy and stuff like that. So people are more likely to talk about their feelings too. Feel that's kind
And
of
I
a
don't want to
trend.
do that cries every minute. Oh my God, like that's the worst.
What about you, D?
I am so glad that we're having this conversation because that means no, truly, honestly and truly, it means that it's something worth talking about, and that the problem's big enough that people are starting to see it. Over time, women have said that they wanted a man who was soft, a man who was emotional intelligent. They want a guy who, doesn't always want to smash everything. Everything isn't a nail. You don't have to be the hammer, right? That's what they said they wanted. And now I see videos of women, on the left who say, I just want a guy who is manly, muscular, who will protect me, but didn't vote for Trump. It's so funny that the things that women say they want, and then when they get it, it turns them off. If I was, Nora does not want any man who's going to cry to her and tell her about his problems and how hard life is, and I'm short on the mortgage this month. Can I borrow some money? No woman wants that at all. And it's because the world is truly filled with beta men, and I appreciate it because it makes it easier for guys like me and my friends out here. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. I do believe that it will self-correct. I think that we have another 5 to 10 years left of this whole foolishness before it self-corrects.
I agree. And let's watch what Pac-Man had to say about Peterson leading up to the gay allegations, because I know that's what y'all are here for, the gay allegations. We're gonna get to that. Let's just wait. We gotta lead up to it. We gotta tease it first.
Remember this guy named Jesse Lee Peterson. Jesse Lee Peterson is sort of a prominent Black conservative. He's a Christian pastor. He has a men's counseling center in Los Angeles, which I've been to when I was on Jesse's program a couple of years ago. His studio and his radio show all go out of the same building. I believe it's called the Bond in Los Angeles. And it turns out, it appears that the very openly homophobic, anti-gay Christian pastor Jesse Lee Peterson is gay. And I'm going to talk about my experience with him, which included him being pretty handsy with me, to be perfectly honest. I wasn't sexually harassed. I didn't feel intimidated or anything. But at the time, I just wrote it off to this guy's just a character. He's just handsy. I do. But
do you find that it's difficult for young men of your age group, to find good women to date?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
The women that you date and have dated, are they controlling?
Now, I do date women exclusively, but how did you know that I date women? It's possible I date men or both, right?
Well, that is possible, but I wouldn't assume that about you.
You didn't assume that then? Okay.
Yeah, unless you tell me.
No.
Do you date men too?
Exclusively women.
Oh.
Would it be a bad thing for our conversation if I dated men?
Well, it wouldn't be bad for our conversation. It would be interesting.
Okay.
Why don't you date men?
I'm not attracted to men.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with it, but I know you do.
You do not see anything wrong with it?
With being attracted to men?
Why not?
Why would it be wrong?
Because it's of the same sex, so it's abnormal.
But I'm going to get back to that. Okay, so here's the story. The Daily Beast now of people saying, I was involved in sexual, men saying I was involved in sexual activity with Jesse Lee Peterson. He comes on to people aggressively in many cases, etc. Two of Peterson's former male associates came out in June with on-the-record interviews saying they engaged in sexual activities with him. Other men say he propositioned them. These allegations about the pastor, who is publicly staunchly heterosexual, have ripped like an earthquake through the manosphere, prompting some Peterson allies to abandon him and prompting one manosphere conference to ban him altogether. The Daily Beast was not able to substantiate the allegations. Peterson's ministry, a brotherhood organization known as Bond, did not respond to multiple requests for comment. Okay, so what's my view on this?
So, listen, I'm going to say this. These are allegations. We have them on camera saying it. But I want to give a fun fact about this guy and get you guys' opinion. I heard allegedly, and y'all can look up the videos and you can see Nora Christine's not lying. He's come on camera and said that he's celibate. Do you truly believe that a man can be celibate, D?
I personally would lose that battle 10 out of 10 times. I know I can't do it, but I'm not going to speak about another guy. I can't say if it's possible. I mean, maybe he self-pleasures himself. I don't know. I'm not with him, but I personally couldn't do it. Maybe he can. I don't
know. It would be hard for me, definitely. But I know, some guys probably can do it based on religious beliefs. I know priests, they never participate in that. So I think it's possible for people. But as far as American culture, especially with men, I think it's very strange.
Right. So we're at the part that I know y'all were all waiting for, the gay allegations. I have two clips. We'll break down one and then we'll break down the other. This is the first clip with the gay allegation number one.
He made unwanted sexual advances towards them. Take a look.
These stories first came to light when Jesse's former co-host and alleged decade-long gay lover exposed him.
So we were sitting on the bed together, and all of a sudden he turned to me and just looked at me, and he said, "What do you want to do? What do you want to do?" And he said it in a tone that was really insistent, and I'd never seen this tone from him before. It was like kind of scary. It kind of scared me. Like what? What do you want to do? I knew what he meant, and then I told him, "Okay, And at first I'm scared, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm playing along here. It kind of threw me off my game, I guess, in a way. I think later I realized that's kind of something that people do sometimes. It's like the devil works in a certain way by intimidating you, and it throws you off your normal game. And so he said, what do you want to do? And he's like, okay, I'm scared. And then I told him what I want to do. I mentioned something about that I was interested in. And next thing you know, he's ripping his clothes off and coming at me, basically. And I did the same, took my clothes off. And next thing you know, we're fully at it, having, not getting detail here, but basically full-on sexual acts.
Former Bond House manager, 50-year-old Robert Santner, alleges he witnessed similarly strange behavior in 2021 between Jesse and current Bond producer James Hake.
What I witnessed, him and Jesse were hugging each other intensely, rubbing each other's shoulder down stuff, and he came to a point where I actually saw him kissing him on the cheek and stuff on the hallway, and talking all kinds. I can't remember what the words he said, but there were a lot of giggling in the hallway in his James room, and then there was even one time that just really shocked.
So, I mean, these are allegations. D, I'll let you go first.
If we don't see any lawsuits soon, then it's probably true, because that will definitely fall under defamation if it isn't true. So I'm pretty sure he'd sue him. I mean, but we seen the same thing when the guy came out and said that Obama was gay, and he had sex with him a bunch of times, and it got swept under the rug. So I don't know. What do you think, Gray?
What I think is the hypocrisy on the right with the LGBTQ community, and literally like all of the people supporting them like keep coming out. Tim Scott accusations, JD Vance accusations, Peter Thiel confirmed. So I'm not under. It's the hypocrisy for me. If it's true, and you do all of this stuff attacking beta males and calling people women, and attacking people that are gay or LGBTQ, and then you're literally doing the same thing. I think you're a horrific person for that. If you're participating in this community and then you're creating a campaign against these people, he's a massive hypocrite if it's true.
He's a massive hypocrite. One thing I like about Jesse Peterson is he doesn't rag on women as much as the other manosphere people do. He's focusing on men and their behavior, so I can appreciate him for it. But he does say pretty strong things against gay people. Let me play something he said to remind everyone things that he says. And then I have a funny clip after that. Can y'all hear it?
I do.
Do you find that it's difficult for young men of your age group, to find good women to date?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
The women that you date and have dated.
Oh, I played that one. So it's the same thing before, but I have a funny clip I want to play for you guys. It's regarding a tweet that came out from his page, and it's pretty funny. Y'all are going to have a laugh.
Twitter account. Here's my coverage of that. As you can see, he has all of his likes here, and he liked a tweet from Donald Trump where Trump says, "Make America Great Again." And then if you scroll down a little bit more, you see that he liked a tweet from Your Daddy OnlyFans, XXL Boy, where there is a video of part 2 of a collaboration with Sean Boy and Anthony D. And basically this is the video of two men having gay sex, and it is censored, but as you can see, there is one man eating out another man's booty hole.
Gotcha, bitch! After his Twitter account liked a gay pornography image. After the tweet was left up for hours, Jesse's account was immediately locked down and set to private. One caller on his daily JLP show broadcast tried asking him about it, and Peterson hung up on him.
Did you lock your Twitter account because you got caught liking a gay OnlyFans post?
Amazing. Do you think I handle my own Twitter stuff?
Oh, somebody else did it? How come you locked the account?
None of your business. What the? Are you a homosexual or something?
No, but it doesn't really matter.
Why are you such a beta male? You know all that stuff that's going on is not real. But you're being a girl right now. What making you be a girl right now?
There's nothing wrong with it, Jesse. I
There's
mean,
nothing wrong with you being a girl?
They were in.
Goodbye.
So let's take a vote. How many people think he really liked it, or how many people think he really liked it and not someone else running his account? Say aye.
Aye. 2 out of 3.
I guess D's silent.
I mean, we gonna say Roland Martin.
I couldn't hear you. I lost
Oh, you
y'all for a
couldn't hear
second.
me. I said, let's take a vote. Let's
Yeah.
see how many people think he really liked it. Me and Gray said aye. What's your vote, D?
Yeah, I think he did it. I think he liked it.
3 out of 3.
Yo, I've been opening up D's eyes for weeks. Listen, the new party, I'm an independent. I would consider myself a conservative first before anything else. I will put myself out there and say that. But I think a lot of these people are hypocrites. They're on the payroll for some agenda on the left and the right. And we're calling them out because it's time to put the light on the cockroaches because the roaches scram. And like Cat Williams said, it's the year of truth. Gray, what do you think?
I was shocked when I saw that there were allegations against him of all people. I think, his story and the way that he talks. So it was shocking. But I mean, yeah, that's all I can say. I'll put in the comments if y'all think he is or if he isn't. What about you, D?
Yeah, I think it's terrible if he's living that life and then like if he's pretending, to be such a advocate for, heterosexual relationships and calling these guys beta males and saying that they're homosexual and all this stuff, and then you're out here doing the same thing. That's a real crazy look. And I hope for his sake that this is just people trolling and trying to get him canceled, because that is also still on the table. We cannot rule that out. People do make up false allegations all the time, right?
Let me
So
say
let's
this.
not.
I think the term live your truth is overused. And females, we love to use this. Live your truth, live your truth, live your best life. So I don't think, everybody should live their truth per se. But at the same time, I don't think you should be living a fake life of homosexuality. Like if you're gay, be gay, but don't lie to women, don't lie to the public and attack other people. That's my only thing. I don't care what you do, but don't lie and attack other people in the process.
Well, what makes his more severe is that it's not that he's in the closet, it's that he's the total epitome opposite of what that is. So that what makes his so severe.
Yeah, because he's going totally against his brand. His whole brand out here is,
Right.
masculine man, and then you're sleeping with guys undercover. That's the worst of the worst.
Wow. So, let us know what you think about the whole manosphere thing, because he's part of the manosphere thing. They got that whole manosphere crew that likes to talk bad about women and attack women. D, do you think that we're seeing the end of manosphere? And what do you predict is going to be the new right-wing man group? Do you think it's going to be more inclusive to women and minorities, or do you think that it's going to keep hammering down moving forward?
No, I actually do subscribe to a few of the manosphere guys. I listen to the things they say. I don't. It's not a Bible for me. It's not a must follow, but they have interesting conversations and interesting point of views about a lot of stuff in life that I wish that I would have been privy to as a younger male. And I think that I wholeheartedly believe that the reason that a lot of guys are striving to be better people, better fathers, make more money, stay in shape, is because of the voices that they're hearing in the manosphere. So I don't think the manosphere is going anywhere anytime soon. And like I say, no, I don't think that they should harp on women so much. Let's leave the women alone and let them do what they do. And let's just make men better. Because once we make men better, they'll require more from women, and then
True.
women will be better.
Gray, what's your closing thoughts?
Right. I think that I agree with some of the points that D is making. I think the manosphere culture revolution is due to like things that women are doing. I feel like that's why so many young men are attracted to it. I don't think it's as much as a political thing as much as it is as a gender thing. Like we were talking about alpha males previously, and I've heard guys complain that because alpha males are getting 1 to 5 women, and then the beta males that, just lack of a better term, are getting no women, or the worst of the bunch, they are getting upset. That's what a lot of these incels, the involuntary virgins, were upset about, is seeing that there are guys out there with a whole bunch of women, and then is they not getting the women that they want at all. So I don't know where this revolution is going to go. I just hope that it's non-violent, and that everybody can work out peacefully.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
will say, D, you had a good point.
Yeah.
Holding people accountable. I've been watching some of the manosphere stuff. I want to understand it. I want to get into it. I will say they're holding young men accountable. And as young women, we need to be held accountable. So there are some things that I've taken from it that I'm like, man, I wish somebody would have told me some of these things. And I have to agree. So it's all about holding each other accountable, holding the young Gen Z accountable. And my closing words is accountability. Jesse Peterson, you need to be accountable. Come out the closet if it's true. If it's not, why don't you go get you a nice wife and go get married? Gray, what's your closing words?
Go watch us September 10th on Dana with the Dallas channel. We'll be on a Man Up Show with Judge Joe Brown. Comment in below if you think he's guilty. What about you, D?
Yeah, please like, share, subscribe, and write in the comments and let me know if y'all think that he actually did it or not.
Oh, and let us know what you think about alpha and beta males. Would you date a beta male? And I want to know why if you're a woman. Tell me why we should date beta males. I'm open to it.
I actually think more women should date beta males. I think you guys will be, you might not be sexually satisfied, but you'll have a better life, much better life. Trust me.
That
Not
makes
me.
sense.
Anyways, always vote.
Always vote.
Always vote.